Hello everyone and welcome back to Clair Obscur Expedition 33. This is episode 11. Last time we said farewell to Gustav at the end of Act 1, and I have put the game down for long enough where I feel like I can come back and continue playing, because that was a gut punch. I want to say it's actually the first game that I've played on the channel where I continued to shed a tear or two after recording. I just like sat there and was like, it's still hitting me. And then I had to edit the episode and watch it again. And it was one of those things where it's like, you don't realize how much the game has done such an effective job of making you grow attached to these characters and setting them up in a really good way. Because when something terrible happens to them, you're like, oh no, that's my baby boy, and he's gone. And like, holy shit. So it was a lot. And it's like our main character, you know what I mean? Like, that's the guy that we begin the adventure with, and we go on this little journey. We get to know him and his relationships with these characters as we set out on this expedition, as Lune prevents him from ending it prematurely. And his contribution to the expedition was huge to get them at least this far. And now I just have to think about the fact that he's gone. And we had this incredible scene play out with Renoir, the commander of Expedition 0, and Verso also in that same expedition, played by our lovely Ben Starr. So Ben Starr said, move over. I need to come back and be the main character. He's going to channel my Clive energy once again. But genuinely a really amazing job on the voice talent all across the board. It is nice that we're going to have Ben Starr's voice come up a lot more frequently. And just the way that Gustav's voice acting and performance really heightened his character, I think, was really special. I think the way that these characters talk and interact with each other as well is just kind of like a step above. Usually you have a lot of that, I won't say like unnatural voice acting, but a lot of that taking turns voice acting in video games where it's like character A talks, character B responds. And something that this game really does well is it can have moments of characters very naturally interrupting or speaking over each other in a way that just feels realistic. And you don't get that in video games a lot. A lot of the time, video game characters say their lines and they do look that a little bit of a unnatural cutoff where they'll get their sentence interrupted, but there's that pause, you know, like they go, I'm going to say something. And then there's a pause, and then the other character says, no, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. And there's that gap. And this game does it really well, where it's like characters actually get interrupted on time. You know, they'll actually talk over them instead of somehow have them finish or like cut their own sentence short and wait for the other person to speak up. It's really amazing. I think Gustav did that quite a lot. It was fun. It really was fun. So, yapping aside, we are in camp. We're Verso. A little bit of a debrief, an understandable debrief. We're going to talk with our characters. We're going to talk with Esquier, and then we will rest at camp.
Mon ami! Oh, you've put on a lot of weight.
I could say the same for you, you giant marshmallow. Bet you lost your stones again.
You know me. But now you're here. We can go find them.
Yeah, buddy. We'll find them. Tell me, did you tell them about... you know what?
Oh, Maman's the word. I promised.
Maman's the word.
Great. I'm counting on you.
Always, mon ami.
Do you want to spend time with Esquier? Yes.
Verso, mon ami.
Esquier, Mon ami. I feel like I haven't seen you in years.
3 years, 67 days, and roughly 10 hours.
10 hours and 7 minutes.
Oh, you've been counting too.
Roughly.
Okay, this is cute. So there's like something between these two characters where it's like you haven't told them about this yet. It seems that there is potentially a moment where there'll be a secret to be told. Did Francois finally move out and get his own cave?
Did Francois finally move out and get his own cave?
Francois would miss me too much.
But now you're out.
He hates napping alone.
If you're here, then isn't he napping alone?
That's what I just said.
Oh, he must miss me so much right now. Poor Francois.
I'm sure he'll survive.
It's good to be able to see him in this high definition up close. The scar is interesting because it's not just a scar. There's like skin decay. It looks like, you know, around it. And it continues onto his neck as well, where he's got that on his neck and chest.
Yes.
So how did these expeditioners convince you to leave your cave?
They're all so nice. Well, the super nice one died, but the others are cool too. You can make some friends too. It's been a long time since you made new human friends.
The dialogue options are interesting. Because I want to know what both responses are.
You know what I think about friendships with expeditioners.
Losing a rock is better than never having a rock. Ask me how I know.
Debatable.
I hope we won't lose them, like the others.
So, you lost your stones again. How did you lose them this time?
Yeah, I lost them on our trip back from the Gestral River, right after you left.
Oh, don't worry. I hope you get them back.
You are the best. I missed going on adventures with you.
Me too.
Esky and Verso rekindle the flame of their friendship. Rekindle the flame. Oh, relationship level increased.
To adventure.
There's relationship levels. Wow, okay. You don't have to call him out if he's losing those rocks on purpose. We'll play dumb about it. He wants to spend time with Verso doing an activity. So I guess if we go to a Gestral River location, you know, find the rock for him. I'd say that makes sense, don't you? So we can optionally choose to spend time with Esky and maybe other characters for this relationship level. That's fun. You have to think about the fact that Verso is from Expedition 0, so he's seen every other expedition come through, assumedly, and that's 66 expeditions, this being the 66th one. And he's like, well, shit. How many of them has he befriended? How many of them has he actually met? How did it go in those first few years? Has Renoir been killing other expeditioners upon their arrival or at these points? probably not all of them, because we are seeing expedition journals much further along. We're seeing the way that their expeditions fail. It seems that Renoir is not actively hunting down every expedition that comes through, but maybe he chooses. He's like, you know what, I'm in the mood to stop an expedition before it even begins today, and goes to the beach. Very curious about that. We'll see how that progresses once we learn more. I'm sure Verso is a well of knowledge about his former commander. That is fair enough. Where is Lune? Out this way.
Expedition Zero left 67 years ago, which would make you...
About 100. Yeah.
So he set out in his 30s as well.
Tell me about the fracture.
True. I love Lune because she's such a curious person and a historian, essentially. Like, she wants to know, and that's why she mentions, like, this is like a war of information. You know, we need to know as much as we can to utilize that against the Paintress. So this is such a good opening question. What the hell happened during the fracture?
I'm not going to get much sleep tonight, am I?
Mm-hmm.
I can think of worse things in life than getting grilled for information by Lune.
Expedition Zero left...
About 100.
Tell me about...
Okay, it's I forget that there isn't a multiple dialogue options. I want to know about the fracture. The interesting part about this guy was Verso's entrance to camp was him, like, here looking at him. So I'm curious about this. I also wonder if we go back to a previous location, right, where the little boy is. Because he spoke, he recognized Gustav on the third time. We get offered services. I was wondering if there was going to be dialogue. What is our weaponry? Is it the same as... It's the same as Gustav's. Wow. I guess it is convenient. So Gustav's inventory has gone over to Verso. Has the luminers and the pictos also done the same? I suppose so. We have had a lot of polished chroma that we've picked up and not rested at camp while we've been collecting so much of this. So this is actually going to be really nice for upgrading for all of our party members. Verso is a new weapon, which we can upgrade to level 10 with a resplendent chroma catalyst. I think that I would like to upgrade one of our elemental ones. I will probably upgrade the light source. So a light skill increases damage of next physical skill by 50% and vice versa. Increased physical damage with skills and dealing light damage with a skill recovers health. Recover 15% on a base attack and apply powerful on rank B. I think I will upgrade Dimonam. I think those have more useful skills overall. I'll put that at level 9. Still though, Verso is much more powerful, but I'm just thinking about having a nice light element weapon. Myel, I will upgrade. Let me see, because I get this. I want to be as efficient as possible with this weaponry. Switch to virtuous stance on breaking any shield is actually really nice for that ability that breaks all of the shields. Free aim shots also breaking shields, and in virtuous stance, all damage pierce shields. It's actually really nice. I might even go for that. And also Medallium is really nice to just start in virtuous stance. Every burn applied is doubled, and burn deals double damage. And having like the burn and mark on free aim just makes per se almost like this instant thing. I think this is actually insane as a weapon. I'm going to start leveling up this. Actually, I'm even going to spend a Resplendent to make that level 10. And I think that'll be her weapon. I think considering CL is our only dark element weapon, it'll just make sense to continue with that. And I think this is the good one. Sun skill's always applying 10 foretell, but all damage taken is doubled. Is always so fun. CL is a bit of a glass cannon. Level 10 will give us 1 moon charge and consume all foretell to apply burn, which, yeah, whatever. And then for Lune, I think we'll just keep the Trebuchem. It just works. And that's all our polished chroma, baby! I think that is fine. I'm going to now upgrade Verso's weapon. No, I'm not. Because there's no skills there. It's just his base weapon. So I'm going to keep a Resplendent, but that's everyone's weapon upgrades. Which was a little bit overdue. Our Revive Tint is larger. And now, in terms of our Color of Luma, let's get everybody equal across the board. There we go. I like to be equal with the Lumina points. Now I'm going to fuck around with the abilities for a bit. Now, does Verso have Gustav's wardrobe? He doesn't have Gustav's wardrobe. At least in terms of the optional things, like the swimsuit and that. He has the deluxe outfits, which is interesting. And it's really weird when I do that, because I'm like looking at this being like, when I give him the flowers hairstyle and that outfit, I'm like, I'm basically just looking at Gustav again. It's kind of crazy. We'll keep him with that fit. I actually really do like just his default outfit. It's real nice. I'm curious to see what his other outfits will be. I suppose we'll find out. A little bit, and by a little bit, I mean a lot, disrespectful. We unlocked a Gustav swimsuit. What are you doing? I'm sure Verso and Gustav are the same size. Just carry it over. Carry it over, damn it. We got 2 kids here now. I gotta reintroduce myself to this guy. I'm a new guy now. You found some of my kids. Which reward should I give you? Oh, this should be useful. Here. Oh, the Gestral hair for Lune. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, no. That's okay. I think we'll be alright. Thank you very much. Alright. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take a look at... Oh, no. He's got different skills. No, I have to restart all over again. In terms of skills, I really liked what Gustav was packing. Deals low single target damage, 5 hits. Ooh, hang on. It's like this one has a rune on it. Or is that rank B? Increased damage. Critical hits generate 1 additional perfection. This is going to be interesting because we haven't fought as Verso yet, so we'll have to figure out this. There'll probably be a combat tutorial once we get into combat with him. So there you go. He has the same luminers and pictos equipped as Gustav, but not skills. There's some things that carry over and some things that don't, which I find to be quite curious, honestly. It's a little strange. We'll go for augmented attack. There you go. Why not? Actually, I should probably check. I think we have Myel as the last stand. Yeah, Myel is the last stand fighter. And I think that that's fitting. We have her as our little backup of insane power. We're now going to rest at camp. I think I can also, yes, upgrade attributes. Yes, all right. 75 points available. So that's a fresh one. Let's have a look. Now he's got vitality scaling on the weapon, unfortunately. Shall we just... all right, I'm not going to do that. But I do want to have... At least... God, that barely makes a difference on the health. I do see what people say when they just go, well, if you don't get hit, like... then it doesn't matter, does it? About your health and your vitality. You just have to dodge and parry every single shot. I think the thing, though, with learning how to parry everything is that obviously it comes with a lot of failure. And if you do have health and defense, you will be alive for longer to be able to survive those blows and to learn it. Alas, weapons that have vitality scaling are not getting as much attention right now. We are aware of it. It's just how the cookie is crumbling. Now, let's have a look at Verso's skills. Marking shot. And there's a C. Perfect recovery. Increased heal. 100% health. So instead of charges for like the Lumina Converter arm, there is perfection. Deals low single target physical damage. So what I am already just sort of gathering from... What I'm gathering already from Verso's perfection and this ranking thing is... it seems like maybe while he's fighting, he is at a certain rank of like D, C, B, potentially. And there's S and A. And maybe as he's reaching perfection, the ranks increase and, or like, I don't know. We'll get there when we're actually in the a fight and we'll see what happens. Deals low single target physical damage, gives more perfection. This is a brand new skill tree, which is kind of interesting because remember when I was talking about Gustav's skill tree and I'm like, we have so many things that are just like locked. Can't even see them. And there you go. It makes sense now. The skill tree was a fucking lie. It was a lie. I can't believe it. Berserk Slash. Single target physical damage, 3 hits. Damage increased for each health Verso is missing. Paradigm Shift. Hello, Final Fantasy 13. Deals low physical single target damage, 1 to 3 AP back. Very high single target light damage. Can break. Yeah, look, so if you break, you go up to rank S. And if you're at rank B, it'll cost 5 AP instead of 7. So that he has a ranking system before he reaches perfection or something. Leadership reduces rank, gives 2 to 4 AP to other allies. These are really cool. Extreme light damage to all enemies and can break for 9 AP. Removes all status effects and applies them to Verso. This is such a interesting skill tree. He is a leader. He takes on the burdens of his companions. Deals high single target physical damage that applies mark 2 hits. Costs 30% of current health. Just trying to think about the direction I want to even go in terms of these skills. That's why we're looking at more of them, because we do have quite a few skill points available. Medium single target light damage. Damage increased for each free aim shot this turn up to 10 times. That's actually pretty good. Increases rank to A and refills all AP. But sets health to 1. Full glass cannon. High single target light damage, 5 hits. Damage increased by speed difference with the target. Oh, put all your points into agility. Low single target, weapons element, increased damage each cast. Low single target physical. Plays a second time. Kills non-boss enemies with less than 10% health. Low light damage can break. Just being able to break with only a 2 AP attack. Medium single target light. At completion, gains a rank. Extreme single target damage, 6 hits. Increased damage if the target's stunned and can reapply the stun at A rank. This is a pretty insane skill tree. I'll tell you. I'll say it. I'll be the first to say it. Insane skill tree. Alright. Let's get Berserk Slash. Let's get Perfect Break so we can have a break. Let's apply Mark. I don't know how the ranking system works yet, so we're just kind of pushing in a direction that seems cool. And then eventually we're going to maybe end up doing a recoat, but we shall see. That was a little bit of a learning experience. Now, From Fire we never used as Gustav. I think applying Powerful to all of us is good. Leadership seems good. These two supportive ones feel very good. Got some cheap assault ones. We have a break and a mark shot, so I'll leave it for now. Almost 30 minutes in and we haven't even left the camp yet, but again it does feel appropriate because we had to talk to some characters. We had to look at what Verso's got going on, so thank you for your patience. Let's remember the current objective. Go through the forgotten battlefield to continue to the monolith. Go to sleep.
I'm really sorry I didn't arrive sooner. He was your brother?
Something like that.
Losing family is difficult.
I know. I know what you're going to say. You want to offer your condolences. You want to say something comforting. But I don't need it. I've had enough condolences. I've lost so many families now. I just need... Can you please go?
Oh, damn, he's left Gustav's journal there for her. Esquier ability unlocked. Swim time. Damn, dude. Okay, well, we're across.
Head for the monolith. Through the quarry to the north.
Whoa, look at that over there. Giant pink whale. And whatever the hell that is. Oh my god, this music, bro. And they don't even respond to him either. He just says what he says and that's it. I feel like we should go back. I'm curious just to see how going back to a previous area with Verso instead of Gustav could potentially affect something. I'm not sure. Because we can swim now, I want to see if we can get here. I want to see if we can go to this location. We swimming. That's so fun. This sort of element of having a ship on the overworld be just some sort of legendary entity is so fun. This is a merchant we haven't spoken to before because we haven't even been on this beach. Colaro. Hiya, humans. Care for a good deal? Vintage hair for Myel and double braid for Myel. I guess I have the chroma to spare. How far can my swimming... Whoa, look at those Nevrons over there. Whoa, look at the Nevrons over there. Holy shit, there's a whole little gathering of them. Where am I going right now? I am going around this location. Fucking hell, I'm going to swim back to Lumiere at this point. Wow. What? Dude, there's underwater areas? I can't go underwater yet. Dude, look at this ship. Got an expedition ship washed up here. Another giant burgeon. Oh, actually, I wonder if that burgeon skin that we picked up, and if we get another one from this guy, if we take it back to that NPC, it might progress more with that storyline. This is the beach that we rocked up to, isn't it? Look at the boats, because there's a few of them. This would be the beach where it all happened, right? We just got absolutely fucking annihilated. So what happens if we go back this way? No, wait, this is where it happened. Because look, that's the hand enemy. Look at these enemies here. Holy shit. That's the hand thing that teleported us away. Multiple expedition ships have met their end at this beach. It seems that we're going to need maybe a way to get rid of some other shit, like whatever this is, to be able to get there, but there's clearly enemies there for us to fight. Oh, this has opened up so much. What is this shit too? Because look at this. Like there's hands and bone. These giant creatures. There's an area here, and what the hell? Is this just for show? What is that? Where's this? This is the Dark Shores. Danger, however. Look at where we are. Oh, we can actually see Lumiere on the map too. Oh, wow. Hang on a minute. So how did we get to where we were? So Lumiere, fantastic on the map, by the way. They would have ventured out from here and gone around here. Because they couldn't go through here because look, it's all blocked off. So maybe this area, that beach and this little beach spot isn't where the expedition first arrived. It looks like it, but I'm just trying to think of their journey on the map, like logically. Did we go, oh, we wouldn't have gone all the way around. This is such a cool map, dude. Like the art direction here. What's going on over there? Where's that already? This map is huge. The monolith feels so close when you're looking at it, and then it's just so far away. All these mysterious icons that are so far away that have opened. Alright guys, we've gone a completely different way than what was recommended. We're going back to these dark shores. Expedition 41. Alright, well. The bloody beach. Ain't no better time to get to know how Verso fights than to do this. There's more of these hand enemies.
What have we here?
I feel like we're just gonna get annihilated. Whoa, there's so many of them. Alright, here we go. It doesn't look like it's one boss fight in here, but just like multiple enemies. What are these enemies called? Okay, here we go, everyone. Let's learn. Verso's Perfection. Verso gains perfection every time he deals damage or manages to parry or dodge. A higher perfection rank increases his damage. Some skills have additional effects at specific perfection ranks. Taking any damage removes one perfection rank once per enemy turn. Very cool. Okay, so we're able to kind of put that together from looking at his skill tree. Is that a... What does he do? Because he doesn't have a gun. Does he throw his dagger? Kind of. Alright, I wanted to see if the little point in there was a weak point. Alright. Quick Strike. Rank D gives more perfection. Here we go. they have a lot of health, by the way. Don't know if you guys saw the fact that we have not taken any health out of that bar, but that whole sort of danger before you enter feels a little crazy here right now. I don't know about you. Yeah, Matt, we were close. I was trying to get increased damage with the mark, but that's all right. Oh, it has moved a little bit, guys. The health bar, as you can see, has very clearly moved, which means there's a chance. There's a chance, guys. Oh my god, look how many turns they're about to have. Noir gathers dark chroma. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. On turn 1 of Noir. What a cool name. Alright, CL, you got this, right? For some reason I thought Myel was my backup, but that's alright. We'll come back here later. Oh, it's funny. Alright, so... cool enemies. We now know what they're called.
Great.
Being chased by hands. Whoa. Whoa. Look at how they look when they're chasing after you. Yeah.
What have we here?
Oh no. Oh, only one of them's coming after me. All right. No. Oh, the way that I'm being pursued.
Nice.
Hit all of it. I'm trying to get this item. They eventually return to that spot. Oh. Okay. This area is fucked. It's like in a state of perpetual eclipse. We're definitely gonna have to come back here and loot this battlefield appropriately once we can actually defeat these enemies. Because at the moment their health bar does not want to budge. But it was fun to see the extent of our exploration with... oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm running all over your dead bodies, and you guys deserve proper burials. Yeah, holy crap! I'm being chased by hands. Oh god, it's a dead end. You go back. Oh god, the run that they have... so creepy. Yeah, being able to see where we can swim, like it's not doing this thing where it's going, oh, don't swim there. It's too early to swim in this direction. Make sure we go here. Like, the game is actually like, no, go to the dark shore and get shown the door if you want. And there's Esquier floating there in the water. Yeah, this place is crazy. We shall certainly be back. Okay.
Time for swim.
The concept of there being an area to dive is really fun too. I'm curious about that. We're going to land on this spot in a sec, but I need to satisfy my curiosity, so I am going to just explore. I am going to just go around. So this was the opening section up here. It seems like I might be able to swim back to Lumiere. Like, that's the thing that I'm getting at here. It feels like I might be able to just curve all the way around the continent and go to Lumiere. I'll be like, hey guys, so everything's fucked up, by the way. Just so you know, Expedition 33, it's going well. There's only 3 of us left from the expedition. Also, Verso is here. Oh yeah. It seems as though there are multiple ships that have tried to wash up at different locations and have not really lived to tell the tale. Oh, there you go. Okay, the game has said, It could be that the environment shifts and changes over the course of our journey. There's a secret waterway that we have yet to see from Lumiere to the continent, you know? And we've just been warped away. Oh man. And then it's just, here's a random island with a Nevron on it that is probably going to like kick your ass just for fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to, if you want to go and find it, sure. But don't expect to have a good time. Alright, I just needed to get a save happening while we're here. Look at this big boy. Good luck, I say to myself. Ah, the chromatic jar, of course. Probably should have taken Myel and put her as our solo fighter, because all of her pictos only make sense if she is on her own, so I kind of fucked that up. Okay, weak against lightning, which is very nice.
Careful, Verso.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That smash came in, quickly.
Try me.
I don't know why, and then I tried to block it. Instead of jumping. Woo! There's a good first attempt on the chromatic jar, everybody. This is so funny. It's this element of, oh, let's go and explore the world, guys. I'm sure nothing bad is waiting for us out there to absolutely kick our asses. It'll be fine, right? No, everything there wants to kill you and rip you to shreds.
Feel the burn.
Incoming.
Oh, how many was that? How many is that? That's a lot. That's a lot of attacks there. Yeah. A lot of attacks there, mate. Cool. Okay. Oh yes, Verso's perfection because I died, so it gives me the tutorial again. I jumped instead of blocking because I never made it that far before. Okay, that was pretty fun. We made it a little while, didn't we? Yeah, let's go.
Let's start.
Oh no. No. Alright, well I hope that was fun for you to watch. As fun as it was for me to get massacred. Okay, I should probably head towards the monoliths, right? We should get a little more powerful before we come and conquer enemies where their health bar does not even move in the slightest. I can't be alone in this, in the fact that you unlock swimming and it's just like, you just want to go everywhere that you possibly can. Look how many locations. Look how many locations there are. Just for us to roam the world map and say, where are we?
Swimsuit on.
The hell is that? That's so cool, but what the hell? What the helly?
Master swimmer.
We got the Keyblade graveyard over here.
Let's get wet. Master swimmer.
Damn, bro. Another beach that got a lot of expeditioners messed up.
Speed.
God damn. It's like giant enemies having to wield these weapons. It's just these small guys hanging out nearby. The Blades Graveyard. I could have told you that. Alright. Putting a pin in that. Dude, the locations here are crazy. Look at that thing over there! Is this pushing... Oh, they're talking.
Everyone okay?
See, I was like, hey, how are we all doing? The Forgotten Battlefield is where we're actually supposed to go, apparently. Oh, what is... Wow, okay. What does that icon mean?
Master swimmer.
Another Virgin? Oh, wow. Painting workshop. Danger. It's a painting location. Oh my god.
Master's ball.
I want to go everywhere. But I know that I'm just not allowed to, in the sense that if I dare, I will be deleted from existence. And I don't want to, like, spoil it by, you know, just going in everywhere just to poke my head in, only to get fucking annihilated. Look at that. I think it is appropriate to hold off some certain areas until later, you know? This makes me feel like it's going to be another Gestral Beach. More swimsuit challenges inbound. This is the episode of trying to hold off story progression because I'm terrified for the lives of my characters. Welcome to the Gestral Beach Rafting Volley Club. What should we do here? This is the place I built to share my passion for volleyball. You will go on the rafts behind me and play volleyball with one of my creations. I captured a few baby Gestrals we can use as balls. Baby Gestrals? I asked for their consent. They all said yes. Anyway, my creations will shoot baby Gestrals at you and you should throw them back. You're a warrior, aren't you? So use your attack to throw them back. And I'll reward you with amazing stuff if you win. Let's beach raft volley. Which Sakapatate do you want to try? Should we try the weakest one? I think we should try, I think we should definitely try the weakest one. Just hold on a minute. I'm getting distracted by my green screen deleting part of my chair. All right, there we go. The weakest, just to start, please. I see, you're not exactly brave. I'm learning the ropes. Okay, so use R1 to throw back the Gestrals and destroy the enemy's raft. Okay. Oh, okay, they drop down a little quick when it gets to the timing of that is different when they come down, okay. Oh, how do I... Oh, by the skin of my teeth, because I did not get any of those curveballs. Oh, you won. You deserve this reward. Resplendent. Nice. Have fun with it. Alright, let's beach raft volley again. A normal one, please. Understandable. Here you go. Okay. The curveball ones I have to figure out. Hey. Oh, there we go. That's fine. I got it. I got the curveball ones. We're good. Oh my god, there's so much to look at once. No! Oh, there was one left. Okay. It's actually a little bit hard to see. You lost as expected. Let's beach raft volley. I got this. Okay. Let me look at all these gestrals on screen at once. Damn it. Oh, I can't even get to it in time. Oh my god. Alright, so let me try that again. That was that didn't count. That did not count. Fuck. I don't want to do this anymore, Grandpa. Just let me win. So I get the same amount of health. The disrespect. That one was delayed, I swear to God. Alright. First try, that was easy actually. You won, thank you. What are you trying to do here? What are you telling me here? You telling me that you're giving Lumiere 2 swimsuits before you give CL even one? Before you even give Myel even one? Before you give Verso even one? What are you doing? I'm on to you. I'm on to you, game. Alright, let's complete the strongest one. You have no chance, but okay. Oh my lord. How many is that? Jesus Christ. The timing can really fuck you up here because in the time it takes to hit one across and then to wait for the R1 cooldown to go again, the timing is really close. Because you have to run to the right side and also be able to press R1 because you can't just spam R1. There's a time where it has to cool down, which is makes this much harder. If it's over the other side... Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on a second. I'm gonna try just standing still. Because I swear I hit that one across when I wasn't even over that side. Alright, hold on. Let me try this. Can I just stand still? I don't think it'll let me just stand in the middle. Like, what if I just face that direction instead? Oh, that was just the unlucky timing of being stuck in the middle of the cooldown. We actually can face the direction. I don't have to just specifically... I thought I had to run and kind of be behind it, you know, to push it forward. I don't think I have to do that at all. That might make this a lot easier than I was making it. I'm gonna just stand in one spot. Never mind. There is like... Alright. There is a spot where it works. Yeah. There's a spot where it works. Get out! I'm pressing R1! Stop! There's ones where I'm literally pressing it, hitting them back, and I'm just standing there pressing R1. And Verso's just like, what if I die? That's fine. Why are you only sending them to me down the middle now? What is this? Oh, come... Dude, no! It's just like send them all down the middle and then start sending them off to the side, and it threw me off. They tricked me. They're like gonna lull you into a false sense of security. End my life now. What? It's almost like there's some that I should just ignore because I should make sure I definitely get the flaming ones. Because if I mess up the timing even by a little bit, it's over. Fucking hell, I did it though with 1 health left. Oh, you won. I deserve this reward. CL's swimsuit. There you go, have fun with it. We have CL's swimsuit. Was it worth it, everybody? Swimsuit number 2, by the way, with some pictures tattooed on the body. Very nice. Okay. Awesome. There was our swimsuit for both of them. I did it. Through the pain and suffering of the Gestral Beach. Yeah, that was rough. Fun, but rough. Yeah, it's just like points in that where I'm like, holy hell, how do I even spam R1 or recover from a failure? If you recover from a failure, you're basically on edge for the rest of the whole thing, trying to hopefully hit them back. But wow. Enough of this. I am taking my swimsuits and I'm leaving.
Time for a swim swim.
Time for a swim swim. What is that in the middle? Is it that? It's that thing there? It seems that there's another like painting related entrance to it. The Gestral merchant here. Upla. Hiya, humans. Care for a good deal? Braid for Lune. And short curly for CL. There you go. These Gestrals, they love giving us haircuts. That is a choice. It's interesting because you can give them like similar haircuts. All of them have kind of the same hairstyles to share between them, you know? What is this location? This is the Stonewave Cliffs Cave. Huh. Okay. There's a whole other area here. Stonewave Cliffs Cave, huh? Not to be confused with the Stonewave Cliffs. Oh wow, expedition airships. Alright, this place seems pretty huge. Wow, is this another chromatic boss fight to barely even be able to scratch? What do you think?
An advantage.
It's a gorgeous looking area, so I'll at least run through to the end just to see what it's like when I get there.
What have we here?
Don't even know if I'm going the right way or the optional way, but... Oi! The optional way, then.
Interesting.
Very nice. I'll take that. We take those. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I think that's a fight. Of chromatic proportions, I dare say it. But let's see if we can fight it. It might not be absolutely horrifying like the other areas that we've decided to take a peek at. There's a journal here too. Alright, hold on. I need to make it save here. I already have that equipped. What did I have equipped? The SOS power. Okay, let's see. Look at this thing. Whoa, it's just got statues in it. Yep, it's a chromatic hexal. So, here we go. Alright, let's get those shields off you. You're already burning, so I'll thermal transfer. Thank you very much. Lune plays immediately. Very nice. Let's apply slow. We could win this. Oh. Okay, haha, I just jinxed it. A strange power emanates from the crystal. Oh god, when will it be Myel's turn? Seemingly never. Alright, let's revive Verso.
The expedition's not over.
Okay. marking shot for sure. I think I gotta do marking shot. Okay, get rid of the shields. Marked, so Myel can do this with per se. Alright, powering up. Okay, it's now golden. Oh man, what's gonna happen? I kinda don't wanna find out. Music going hard though, I'll tell you that much. Okay.
Take down that shield.
You see, I thought it was that first attack and it was just, it's just the dust before my real attack. Oh no.
I'm waiting.
And again, I forgot to put Myel as the last stand fighter because of the every time at checkpoints I haven't actually fixed that, so that's my bad. Woo, baby! This is the expedition failed episode. This is what happens when we don't have Gustav to lead us, guys. And Verso says, you'll be alright to go this way, won't you? This will be fine, won't it?
Constantine, theoretically of the 54th. We're born into a social contract, the terms of which are preset. We can neither negotiate nor decline. Our very first breath, that first wail as an infant, was deemed our consent. Before we can speak, before we even understand what it is that we're born into, we're bound. Lumiere operates a certain way. It favours a certain group and a certain outcome. And if you question the council, well, the council is going to question you. Push too hard to change things, and you just might end up on the next expedition. So, nothing ever changes. They just send us out to die, dissent us, and the status quo continues. At least out here, I don't have to pretend anymore. I don't bear the others any ill will. They have good intentions. But I'm not here for the Paintress. I'm here to build a new Lumiere.
Damn, that's powerful. Just like, so a baby can be born without its wail being the consent to this doomed existence. Holy shit, that was a really cool journal. Hey buddy, you're gonna have to wait. I'm running around collecting items.
Perfect.
Exhausting power. More damage if exhausted. All right, I'm running through here. I'm coming. I'm coming back for you later. Running over dead expeditioner bodies always feels so bad. Get me out of here. Guys, they've given me too much freedom and it was a mistake. Because look at the results. Look at what happens when you're given too much freedom. You step into hell consistently. What I will say though is it makes me so excited for the future of my playthrough and what we'll be able to do here, because look at all of this. Like, there's some elements that we'll be able to unlock, I guess, through SK abilities and more optional stuff for us to do. We just need to level up more and get more familiar with our party arrangement. We need to get familiar with Verso's perfection and those ranks, and it'll definitely come. But we are adjusting from the fallout of Gustav's loss. That's the only reason why we're so messed up right now, guys. I think what we'll do is I'm going to go back to the first part of the continent and see if we can give that NPC, that Nevron, more version skin from the second one that we took out? And then if so, that means that we probably want to keep doing that for all the other Burgeons that we find and bring those back to him. That's probably the goal in mind there. What'll happen if we take... what'll happen if we take Verso to the Gestral village? You know, that's also something else that I'm curious about. I think it was, yes, the location called the Small Burgeon, would you believe? Oh, he's not fucking small now, is he? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, wow. Hang on. I realize what this is. Because he was underneath the large one that's now not moving and assumedly dead. When they die, do they just like spit a new one out and it like reborn? But then this one was kind of spit out different because he's friendly. He's gonna keep growing. Dude, look, big size. Like brother. Oh, so it's a, okay, brother, not father. Okay, but throw that birthing theory out the window. You grew up fast. Did all of you do all this? I can't even speak because I just got so thrown for that. You grew up fast. Do all of you do this? No. Was broken. Humans fix me? Want you take reward. Oh. Oh, cool. Thanks, mate.
Perfect.
Maybe I don't feed you more. Are you hungry? I got another one. I love that technically Verso was not the guy to feed him the Burgeon skin. It was us with Gustav, but I guess that just is like insinuating Verso was watching, and he's like, He just watched us give the Burgeon skin to the smaller one. So, aren't you going to see your mistress? Me felt mistress, but what I see up, not mistress. Regent. Regent? Who is this regent? Mistress paints us. Regent tends us. She watches. There. Sky. What? I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that. That's really cool. Okay. So the Regent and the Paintress. How interesting. Alright, it seems that the Burgeon skin that we have obtained is not to feed this small Nevron, who is no longer small. God damn. We should go back to the mysterious chroma pool, because we do have more chroma that we could deposit into that place now. I'm not sure how much is needed, but we'll at least give it a shot, won't we? I am enjoying taking our time and just retreading before we push too far ahead with the main story, you know? Because this was danger, wasn't it? Yeah, Redwoods was danger, but there was no enemies in here. At the time, I would say, you know, because it's this. So at some point it'll be something. The odd-looking fountain. The last time chroma was poured inside, the fountain began to speak. 10,000. Grief is not a burden that needs to be carried alone. Still, it has broken the minds of many, with profound consequences. Okay. Is it different based on the character as well? Who did we have in control? It was either Ciel or Lune, I think. Odd looking fountain. 25,000. That's a lot. I don't know if that is what I want to be doing right now, because I might need to buy some stuff. I will save it for now. I will save it for now. Something that I wonder actually was, I think there was still a merchant. I think there was still a merchant that said, find a missing expeditioner in the Gestral village, and that missing expeditioner may or may not be Verso. So let's head in here and double check. I still don't think we're ready to face off against Golgo. Now, I think that it was this person that had the find a missing expeditioner. We can return to Journal Man. Ah, you found more writings. Excellent, excellent. Give me 3 more and I'll reward you greatly. So we got 20 color of Lumina. That's very nice. I can now buy a little bit more here. I can afford it. 25% health hitting a marked enemy. I mean, it's nice. We'll grab it. We can learn a few things. Let's grab some more of those. An outfit for Verso. Sakapatate. What the hell? There's 2 find a missing expeditions here. That's kind of crazy. Like, are we really gonna have multiple party members or like that? I guess so. Speak with Golgra. Well, well, hello again. Ah, it seems your journey is going well. Okay, never mind. And there's just provoking her into a duel. I'm not sure how much I could probably expect the game to account for having a brand new character and then traveling to previous areas and then having them also talk to our new character. But it is something that I was curious about, like an Expedition Zero expedition. Golgra probably wasn't even alive or existed back during his expedition, but he could have been here at some point. Maybe. Do other Gestrals know of him? Or is it just Esquier? Can we go into Esquier's nest and talk with Francois as Verso? Because he knows about him, he converses with him. At this point, I'm just fucking around with what can Verso experience. Get out of my way! Oh, Gustav. Let's run in here. And I think after this, I'll do another camp scene. Just to see if anything happens, to see if our characters can interact. Any optional scenes of checking up on companions. That sort of thing. There's our turtle. Yeah, alright. So that's me being too curious for my own good. I mean, like, will Verso speak with our boy? No, he won't. Sadly, he won't. He's too focused on the anger in regards to the stone. Sorry, Francois. Francois. Okay, let's camp out here in that case. I might be able to improve my relationship level with other characters.
Mon ami.
I could say the same for you, you Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
Great.
always.
Okay, so that's the same. These guys are still here, potentially quiet about it. Yes, okay. So I don't think we have a progression of these characters yet. That's actually potentially a good way to tell, is if they're in the exact same positions as last time. Damn, right in the journal of Gustav's apprentices. There it is. But we left the journal for Myel, so is it Myel writing? It is. Myel finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She tries to write, but is overcome with emotion. She cannot find the words. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. Myel heads back. Ooh. No for those who come after anymore. It's over. That was his line. Rip. Alright, well, there was a little journal thing that was new. Esquier, get us out of here. Push us in the direction that we need to go. Alright. I hope I'm not alone in the sense that I totally just went for it and explored my boundaries, you know, in terms of this new unlock, like where we could go and what we can do, you know. Just what if I wanted to go here and fuck around, you know? I hope everybody else did that too, instead of just going straight for the main objective, because it really felt like there was stuff for us to explore and to figure out, and that location I'm really curious about. So up this way is a forgotten battlefield. Our first kind of main location of Act 2. Another ship graveyard.
You'll get used to them. We're going to see a lot more.
If we hurry, we can cross before nightfall.
Wait. Could we bury Gustav?
I wish we could, but protocol is to keep moving. Gustav would understand.
We can look for a suitable place along the way, yeah? We'll find a nice spot.
Actually, there is a place. Past the quarry, out of sight of the Paintress. A tranquil haven, protected by magnificent trees. I think you'll approve.
Lead the way.
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something. Ooh, gradient counter. So I think we read the term gradient counter somewhere in our skill trees. Some enemies can cast gradient attacks. They are powerful and can only be defended with a gradient counter.
Oh well.
Press R2 to perform a gradient counter. So it's when it goes like black and white. Interesting. So it's interesting because this is, you push ahead and then Verso's like, let me show you how it's done. It's almost like this is his combat introduction, but of course we have intentionally fucked around and gone all over the place. So there you go. Very good there, sir. Okay, Verso's perfection. It really wants to keep telling me about it. Alright, I can't break, sadly, so we might just be defeating you. What do you reckon?
Not looking good.
Alright, gradient counter, something to look out for. I'm curious. It's gonna be fun.
We should know.
One thing at a time.
So R1 for parries, R2 for gradient counter. So a spot to bury Gustav. Now, I don't know if she means the arm, because maybe Eskia is carrying the body of Gustav around for us. But I was under the impression that we need the arm, because that's the Lumina converter, right? Isn't that like the technology we need? We wouldn't want to bury that, would we? I guess we can't really use it. We don't really have someone missing an arm to slot that right in for them. I don't know if it can be used by any other means. Verso seems to be trying to get Myel's approval at the moment and struggling to do so. I mean, do we want to throw out the Verso being older Renoir theory? It doesn't make sense. Renoir's his commander. We can't do the older Gustav or older... it's older this person theory anymore. The information doesn't make any sense. What we can do is look at the sheer amount of bodies that have piled up on this battlefield. Yeah. That Verso says, I should probably just get used to that. You're going to see a lot more. Wonder if we'll get an expedition journal here. It seems like this is just where people go to get ambushed and die. Is that like a ship that is constantly on fire? Look at the heavenly gates here, right in front of the monolith. Expedizione 46. The main gate. I don't know about you, but I keep switching these two characters around. And it keeps switching Myel back in, so let me do that. Save in progress. Hopefully, Myel is the
These are all
solo
expeditions?
A single Nevron took out most of them.
Is it still around?
I've only seen it once, many years ago, so Most likely not.
These were all expeditioners taken out by a single Nevron. Jesus Christ. Because that's something to think about as well, is clearly back in the day, back in the early expeditions that were getting sent out, they would have had so many more people. So many more people. Then they would have been throwing groups, armies of expeditioners out there, strength in numbers, but they have no idea what they're up against. And that has been the thing, is the information has been helping them every year, but sending so many. And obviously, the numbers, they dwindle anyway because of the number counting down. So it just gets more and more hopeless. The expeditions get smaller and smaller.
Well, that will help.
Damn, alright. One single Nevron that may or may not be alive. Watch that be like the super boss. It's like the secret super boss Nevron tucked away in some sort of ancient cave, and it has 6 billion HP in classic Final Fantasy fashion. So we got glowing weak point behind the helmet, but I don't know if we can get to it. Look at this little guy.
Chrome is flowing. Feel the burn.
Here's your card.
Here we go.
New attacks, new timing. Isn't it fun? Isn't it great? Need to figure out how to get out of this D rank. Alright, we're in B now. We're working our way up through B.
Ready to evade.
Nice. I think the timing on that is a little more forgiving.
I'll do it.
No, it's not, actually. I thought it might have been. It's not. I had good timing on it. Oops. Goddamn. Well, that happened. Trying to think about ones that are relevant to my rank, but obviously I'm not there, so...
It's locked on you.
Nice, get out of here. Okay, we got one gradient counter. Unfortunately missed the second one, but they're fun to do. On applying shell, its duration is increased by 2, which is really good for the auto shell ability, because you'll just get 5 turns of it instead of the 3. A new weapon for Ciel. The Ramason. Can consume 1 moon charge on turn start to recover 20% of each ally's health. Okay, so it looks like the enemy we just killed. Let us have a look at these luminers of ours. Alright, let's take on some more of these enemies, shall we? Whoa, look at this guy. Having a little march. We had some Gestral equipment here.
Feel the burn. Ready. Here's your card.
Troubadour. It applies shield. Okay, nice. A new area, new enemies, and constantly getting attacked. That is the way of things, sadly. Simple and clean. We got the Troubadim, level 8. It's new weapon time for our party. Free aim shots deal damage to an additional random target, increased free aim damage, and a random stand on a free aim shot. Looks cool. I think I'm going to stick with this one for now, though. Okay, the auto shell Lumina has been learned, which will be good for everyone. However, it does cost a lot. I think I don't need auto shell for Myel coming in because she's got shell with last stand. But the other three have auto shell. Need to figure out how to avoid taking damage with this Gestral arm combo thing that this guy has. Three of them.
Feel the burn. Well.
Oh god, I missed one. Jesus, how do you do that?
Here's your card.
Oh, that was a gradient counter.
Just try it.
It's a mortal hit. Gotta watch out for those. God damn. Shit. All right on, dude. Sorry, Lune. Lune getting the short end of the stick here. They caught me off guard there with the gradient counter coming in at the very end.
Nice.
Who built these trenches, though? Was it put together by Gestrals and Expeditioners alike? And they made a last stand here against Nevrons? So much history to the place, you know? And I'm attacking them all! I'm throwing myself in head first. I do like how Verso fights, but it's still early days, you know? There's still that element of, I miss my boy. That's such a cool, flashy move.
Bring it on.
Damn. They gave him cross slash? Okay, Cloud. Let's go. Sick. We got cross slash.
Perfect.
Big fan of that. Okay. It's a game that puts the grandfather reflexes to work, I'll tell you. God, this is wild to walk through. Hello. Not getting many marks, are we?
Chroma is flowing.
Whoa!
Here we go.
Not giving shields to any of your enemies today, I'll tell you that.
Here's your card.
Damn. One was too late, the other was too early. What a pain.
Feel the burn.
Ready to strike.
What can I tell you, bro? Lune is getting screwed on this battlefield. I'm so sorry, Lune.
Here we go.
Holy shit. Lune just keeps dying, can't catch a break. Okay.
An advantage.
Do I dare try and put the longer shell in here as well? That's another 10. That's a real hard ask. That's a hard ask. Okay. Whoa, look at this guy. What is that? It's a curious looking dead guy. Nice, we got our mark. Lune and Seal don't need health as long as they kill everyone and don't get hit.
Feel the storm.
Like that. First turn Tsunami is cracked. Yeah, Lune having 5 AP to start is pretty wild. Look at these guys. I wish to know their story. This was an enemy with a big dish as a head. Elden Ring vibes with that one enemy in particular, you know, that has the giant head. It had like a lid on it. And I think you could get it, the hat, as loot. I think.
An advantage.
Just have to put together the Environmental storytelling here, you know? Love the sound design on them. They sound so cool.
What have we here?
Sweet.
Feel the storm.
Nice. I think Ciel should do a base attack on her first turn, maybe. Expeditione 57. Okay, this may be the direction in which we need to go. I'm gonna put some points in here just to get some more of that scaling. I'll slowly do it for Verso as well. Some points in defense for scaling on that as well. Low single target physical damage, plays a second time, and rank B is increased damage. That actually works well with our current setup. It's really interesting because I had a good synergy with previous characters, and now I feel like I need to work to figure out that synergy again and how these characters are going to help each other out. At the moment in these fights, I'm not feeling that party synergy in the skills, so I've got to work on that. There's definitely things I can play around with, like we're obviously getting it done, and that's fine. No, but there's another flag there as well, actually. Interesting. We'll continue this way then, I reckon. It's taking a guess on which pathway is going to... Alright, Ciel's dead. Alright, guess we're burying Gustav and Ciel. Ciel went, you know what, I can't do this anymore, and she's out. Left the expedition. Making a random guess as to which direction we want to head in. This feels more the optional pathway, I reckon. Nice.
A storm is coming. Feel the burn. Do me in.
Let me put Gustav's... No. Let me put Verso's new skill on. Rip. Instead of Assault 0, I might do Blitz. You know what? Actually, maybe not. That's kind of silly. I'm gonna pop Powerful off. We've got a crowd hanging out. Am I interrupting anything? Can I join your club? Alright, let's do it. There's the mark, baby. Yeah, I just realized that's the move that we want to be opening with CL. Now, Card Weaver propagates target's foretell to all enemies. I was doing focused foretell, right? To like apply foretell first, then Card Weaver to spread it. If I just open with Card Weaver, I give them all 10, and I think that's weapon related as well, if I'm remembering correctly. So give them all 10 straight away, then play a second turn. I've been playing CL wrong, at least for like her turn opening, because that's crazy.
Eyes up, Verso.
Because now CL has 9 AP as well. It doesn't matter because she's dead. Wow. Jesus. Alright, let's bring CL back.
Like a phoenix.
Sheesh. That was not good, was it? It is resistant, unfortunately. Haven't done this ability in a while. Man, CL is gonna play so much better now that I am doing Card Weaver correctly. Let me read her weapon again. Yes. Okay, that's why. So, with this weapon, Chartion, just doing Card Weaver as a sun skill. 10 foretell, applies 10 to all the enemies straight up. That's really good. So I've been wasting my time with the opening move of, oh, you've got no foretell, here, have 5. Obviously, CL takes more damage and also has the lowest health of the expedition, so it's a risky play. Nice. Shortcut door. Can I get up here? It doesn't feel natural. It's an invisible wall. Hey buddy, I killed your friends downstairs. Now it's your turn. Oh no, I went too fast. Too fast and too hard, and I missed my mark opportunity.
The cards have spoken.
Just double CL turn, dude, you know? Crazy work. Oh, we got a nice view looking over the battlefield here. Energizing Death. On death, +4 AP to allies is actually really good considering the amount that we die. Hell yeah, I'll chuck that on. We have not really been stunning targets at all, so that is a wasted Pictor slot for now. And then I've ticked it, so now there it is. Energizing Death. Lovely.
Yeah.
You're not gonna let me down? Yeah. Fair enough. Ha.
What have we here?
That's actually inspired a nice thought. We don't really open chests for items in this game, but there was one there. They died at that chest. Oh! What if I said no? What if I said, sorry, I'm busy? We're pushing on to the next flag. Quad 1s on health.
Here we go.
The way that this works as well, I'm thinking with CL, is we can enter Twilight on our very first turn. You know, when combat gets kicking. CL gets her first turn action, and then on her first actual turn after that, she's already in Twilight, you know? Kicking it off with the Sun and Moon skill. Great work. Vanguard Point. Expedition 41. I keep doing luck for CL, honestly, because that is also where that weapon scales. Purification's really nice. Even Paradigm Shift is quite nice. We get rid of Marking Shot because we have, even though it's a dedicated mark, we do still have that chance to do it with our luminers. So we'll see. Fuck, man, it just keeps going. Holy shit. Oh. Aha, I was right. My hunch. And now I'll come for you!
Ready to strike.
Let the ink flow.
Works really well for dead energy as well, so Lune can kill with that tsunami and get 3 AP back. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely resistant. And we got to see energizing death in play, and that was intentional, guys. I was showing an example of energizing death in action. So yes, not very good at the dodge timing, the parry timings on these enemies at the moment. I think it's fun to see enemies that we're very familiar with being like, yeah, look at this, down to a science. And then there's other ones where I'm like, wow, I really can't get you, can I? What? Look at the design of this guy. The face pauldron? Ugh, the kind of like all spirally texture stuff. I don't like it. Makes me feel uncomfortable. But the visual design of that was awesome. This was the expedition that had big carriages. And in those carriages, more expeditioners. Oh, you're watching us. Dude, is this gonna be the boy? This is not the boy, but it's familiar once again. It's the same concept. Fading woman. You may leave. I've no interest in speaking with you. It's always good to try. It's always good to filter through the characters just to see, holy shit. You're awake. Surprising. Have you sufficiently recovered? If so, then you can help. There's much left to do. Who are you? Help with what? I guess not. Pity. I'd hoped to return to more important matters. But instead, I must occupy my time with this. What do you mean? What occupies your time? An exercise in futility. I really don't have time for this. It's probably for the best that you don't get involved after what happened before. Go and play with your friends. I'll handle this. Woman has gone silent. Jeez, man. So, the boy spoke, and then eventually spoke with Gustav. The fading woman spoke with Myel. Will there be other entities like this that we have to make sure that we speak with the right character? It's very curious because it's again this sort of cryptic leak of information. It's talking to us about talking to these characters like they know, but they don't. Myel's like, "What do you mean?" Like, okay, I guess not. So they're talking to Myel like, "Hey, you're awake." And I can't even begin to try and decipher what's going on in regards to when Renoir, Doctor Strange pushed Myel out of her own body for that sequence, and the dialogue that was taking place between a mysterious woman and a mysterious man about her as well. So Myel is clearly such an integral focal point of this story. Like, that much is so clear. There's the heavy emphasis on her sort of eagerness to enter this expedition so early, you know, and Renoir being like, "This is all your fault, I know," while Alicia's like pointing at her. There's a clear element of Myel's inclusion on this expedition is apparently all her fault. How does Renoir know that ahead of time, you know? He's got some weird immortality secrets, and Alicia is part of it. So I'm very curious to see it play out, but I can't even begin to try piece it together. We don't have enough at the moment. We really don't. But we are more than aware of it at the very least, you know? It's one of these guys. Oh. You're making funny noises. You're taunting me. Or something to think about is you need to think about where he's gonna. You're gonna think about where that petanque ends up, you know?
Feel the storm.
We need to find like its resting point and try and push it there, I suppose.
The cards have spoken. I saw your future.
Let's carve a path. Here we go.
I keep going too early on that second one though, but oh, we're getting there. I've parried one of the attacks now, guys. One of.
Feel the burn.
All right, Petanque, where is your resting point? Where do I have to push you to? Oh, nice. We're there. Nowhere to run, boy.
Danger.
Lune with the double turn order. Okay.
Feel the burn. A storm is coming. I saw your future.
Whoa! Goddamn CL! That's crazy. All right, well, you're dead. Jeez. Didn't expect that to be the kill.
Perfect.
Damn. Okay, well, we'll pass the fading woman. Go down this way now. Nice.
Emily, Expedition Wolf 41. My bag's getting weighed down from all my kills. Maybe I need to pick smaller trophies. Estelle bagged 7 of those armoured Nevs. So I've got to get at least 8 in this next batch if I'm going to beat her. Leah showed me how to double up my weapon pictos. Might not be stable, but the bang's going to be worth it. The Paintress might be out of our reach, but her minions aren't. And if I die, I'm going to make sure I die big. Like Xavier says, subtlety is not our game. We only live till 40. So let's go make some friends.
We only live till 40.
A storm is coming. go. I saw your future.
Nice. Alright, we've comboed, counted that one for the first time. There you go. Ooh. It's a flame version of the water guy.
Perfect.
Oh no. Chromatic luster. Okay. Shit. Here we go. Well, let's give it our best shot. Yeah! Woo! Alright, well. That fire explosion was being charged. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Thanks, Expedition Fair. See you later. Now, I misunderstood the attack because it said it was charging a fire explosion. So I thought maybe it's going to explode on the following turn or something. You know what I mean? Because it's currently charging the attack. However, that's mighty silly of me. But of course, the charge also comes on the same turn. Let's see if we can do this. Chromatic bosses, they do be tough. It's the whole aim of their game. They're already kind of burning. Weak against lightning. Thank you.
Feel the burn.
Yeah. Okay. Probably as expected. I don't know if you could even block that. I should have probably tried and dodge it. I don't know. Look how many turns I have to... Okay. Yeah, okay. Fuck chromatic enemies. All my homies hate chromatic enemies. Oh, man. When I see a chromatic enemy, there's 2 wolves inside of me. One wolf is excited to fight it. The other wolf says, oh, man. Like that, with a big groan. And not in a I don't enjoy it way. It's more of a fucking hell, so much health and I can just die in 2 hits or less. But I just know that it will be so satisfying, obviously, to get it down to a rhythm and go, oh hell yeah, that's awesome. But you know, at the moment we're making a note of the chromatic enemies. I'm like, I'm gonna come back because pretty much every single encounter with them is like, you should probably come back later, unless you want to be super stubborn and bash your head against the wall.
Looks like we passed the danger zone.
And no sign of your special Nevron.
Oh, I guess we're lucky.
We're lucky. Oh, that was a... That's a paint cage moment. Nice. Our Estus flask getting nicely filled. I'd hate to be this guy who got killed by a trumpet.
Expedition 57, Carla. These siege engines seemed much more powerful in Lumiere. But on this battlefield, next to all these broken bodies, staring at the true size of the monolith, I feel despair. I dare not show my true feelings. As commander, I cannot yield to fear, but I can't help but wonder, is pressing forward the correct course of action? Our lives are forfeit anyway, but is there perhaps a better way to spend such precious coin?
It's a good question. He's like, we're wasting money on this shit. Crossing the damn sea was hard, but oof, didn't expect to find a war zone brimming with Nevrons. Fight the merchant. Wow. Don't mind if I do. Inverted affinity. Apply inverted on self for 3 turns. 50% increased damage while inverted. Man, that seems pretty good, doesn't it? Benism. Healing skills cost less. Generate 1 earth stain at the beginning of each turn and replay instantly on consuming stains with a healing skill. Good healing weapon that we probably won't utilize a lot. We're not focusing heavily on healing. Basically, we're trying to just don't get hit. We need to get out of here and go to camp because we got a lot of Lumina now that I can apply to these characters so we can get some better skills. Let us fight the merchant.
The cards have spoken. Not today.
Kasumi grows bigger. Damn. I'm so sick and tired of me blocking early. It's really hard not to. It really is hard not to. You go, now! Now! I'm trying to beat the grandpa reflexes by being too late, and as a result, I'm too early all the time. And unfortunately, it's not as easy as just telling my brain, just do it later, because then I just miss it every time. The sweet spot is hard to find for me. But we're gonna get there. Fuck. We got 1. And now, in my second turn of Twilight, sealed fate. That combo of Card Weaver and then Twilight Slash to get into Twilight, then getting 24 tells stacked up, and then doing that. CL is dangerous, dude. I do not want to part with my secret stash, but you jeweled me good. Have a look-sees. Obscur, an outfit for Myel. Interesting. Because she has the Clair outfit, which came with the deluxe stuff. But there is also her own Obscur outfit. That's cool. I like how it's on different sides for Myel and Gustav / Verso. Definitely a curious one. That. The Ancient Bridge. And why do I feel like the fact that I've been waiting to get to a resting point, a new flag, at this moment when we're out of the Forgotten Battlefield? Why do I feel like now is the time where something is about to happen. What's going to happen on this bridge? We're going to find out next time, because I am going to stop this episode here. Thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It was a adjustment to having Verso in the party. We explored more of the world, and I really did enjoy it. A little too chaotic, getting into some areas that are probably out of our depth for now, unless you want to spend a significant amount of failing time to succeed. And I do want to be able to experience and push along with story while completing those things. So rest assured, like, we're going to go and fight those enemies. We're going to go and explore those areas. Don't even stress about that. We are going to make sure that we go back and do those things. But we also had to learn a new character, get familiar with his skills, and find his place in the party. So we'll see how we keep going as we progress onto this bridge next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you then.